Hello everyone, it is Tuesday, October 30th in the year of our Lord 2012. How are all you doing it today? I'm doing awesome as always, wicked awesome. It's Tuesday, 3 more days till Friday. Hell yeah! Representing the Boston Red Sox sunglasses as always. And of course, gotta represent the 2004 Red Sox World Series champion shirt. You know it. New York Yankees weren't in the World Series this year either. They were sitting at home watching it like my beloved Red Sox. New York Yankees, there you go. Congratulations to the San Francisco Giants for winning that World Series. I think I said that before. If I didn't, shame on me. Anyway, let's get to our unofficial sponsor of the show. Of course, we got the Ravel.com. That's THERAVEL.com. Check it out. Lots of great stories out there. My good friends Johnny and his better half Emma Montgomery, daily viewers of the Beer and Song of the Day show. And Johnny's developed the website. I'm an administrator on it. Awesome stuff. Spread the word, baby. Spread the word. Represent Mustang Brewing Company out of Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, otherwise known as Southern Kansas. Phenomenal beer by phenomenal folks. They've watched my show. They support my show. I support their beer. And I want more of it. Oklahoma, otherwise known as Northern Texas. That's right. How about some other additional sponsors of the show? My good friend Tom Walk. That's not Walkie Walker. It's Walk with an E on the end. Stevens Rubber Stamp Sign Company. He's the general manager of down here in Jilana, Texas. Where men the Bulls run scared. And as you see, he makes all kinds of good stuff. There's your contact information. Hook him up. He will hook you up. I promise you that. My good friend Crystal Lloyd Dozani, KJ Lloyd, Organo Gold Coffee. Great way to start the day or the night or whatever have you. Phenomenal coffee indeed by a phenomenal lady who's a 50s style pinup model. Published poet, and she knows it twice. Been in a comic book, Red Sky Comics. Check that out. And oh, by the way, aspiring actress, and I worked with her in jolly old England. Age Ranger! Lots of age people out there to watch this here show, like my good friend Jordan Tyler, who's shared the show with his entire family. My man Jordan, I salute you, man. You were truly wicked awesome. Representing Maine loud and proud. Fellow New Englander. Love it. How about my good friend Wally Fortier? Wally's aluminum shaping process, not Wally's ass sculpting process, so you probably wouldn't mind that if he was single and she was hot. Facebook.com/WASPA. That's WASPAA. He lives right across the street from me in Yeehaw, Texas, otherwise known as Southern Oklahoma. And see, this man makes all kinds of aluminum art. You want a Chicago Bears logo? Pittsburgh Steelers logo, Red Sox logo, Yankees logo. Whatever logo you want, or whatever other types of aluminum art you want. The man will make it. He makes more than just sports logos, but that's been the popular thing. And then, of course, my good friend Rob Johnson, that's CompuTune, his business. He's helped me out personally with my computer issues because you all know I got the luck of a murder victim with electronic devices. And from Massachusetts, the greatest state in the nation. Without Massachusetts, it wouldn't be in America. My man Rob and his better half Stephanie, total sweetheart. I've known her over 30 years. CompuTune, great business by a great man. He knows what he's doing. So if you need help, you got computer issues, I will hook you up. Okay? And with that said, let's get to the beer of the day. And Jordan, I was going to wait till tomorrow, but I threw it in the freezer and it's cold enough. Folks, I have never had this here beer before. Okay? Oh yes. Shot Top, End of the World Midnight Wheat. Oh my goodness. Folks, this stuff is brewed. It's an ale brewed with midnight wheat as opposed to regular wheat. Chocolate malt, chili, and spice. Oh boy. Shot Top Brewing Company, St. Louis, Missouri, otherwise known as Missouri. 6% ABV, so it's a little above average in strength. That's alright. Proper beer opening apparatus. Sorry to my man Justin Dimmitt, no pop on that action today, but hey, who cares? I opened it properly. Proper beer consumption apparatus. That's right, when I went on vacation to France a long time ago, picked up this here mug. Proper pouring technique, 45-degree angle as always, that way there you don't spill a drop, even though I'm pouring it right over my keyboard because I'm just that damn good. Oh, I can't wait to drink this, folks. Cheers and beers to all of you. Prost, as they say in Germany. Kampai, as they say in Japan. wow. Wow, wow, wow. That is, holy smokes, it's like an orgasm in a milk, in a beer drinking apparatus. Holy smokes, that stuff is phenomenal. Mmm. Might be a top 10 beer all time I've ever had on this here show. Hey, let's get to the birthday shout outs, shall we? My good friend Larry Riga. Your birthday popped up late. For some reason I was thinking it was today, but it was actually yesterday. Can't be perfect. If I was perfect, I'd be playing third base for the Red Sox. Because that'd be perfect to me. But Larry, happy birthday to you, my friend. I've known this man a long damn time. Fellow residents of the Martha's Vineyard Regional High School. Squeeze me. Most phenomenal high school in the world. And Larry, a great guy indeed. Known him a long time. Happy birthday to you from yesterday. Hope you're doing well. Love to hear from you. Drop me a line. Let me know what you think of this here show. Yes, as always, like you know me when I was a young pup, I'm still a crazy goofball. I'm just a little bit older. Not old, just older. So, cheers and beers to you, my man. Hope you celebrated your birthday in style. Now, here's a man that did celebrate his birthday in style today. Or I hope he is right now. My man, Beau Jones. This guy is a true mentor, a leader of men and women and its. The guy is a mentor for everybody. And I worked with the man for a couple years, about 2-3 years, in jolly old England. And he was so inspirational. We went to Bible camp together. A whole bunch of us went to Bible camp last year. And we found God. And lots of great scripture. Oh, and a lot of great beer, too. But, folks, it was great times. Lots of teamwork and things like that. Lots of good projects out there that we did during Bible camp for a few weeks. Awesome, awesome stuff. Dr. Jones, cheers and beers to you, my friend. Loving what your Chicago Bears are doing. I gotta admit that. And I know you're loving it. Absolutely. The Bears. I like the Bears. I like the Lions more, though. That's my number 2 team behind the best team in the world, the New England Patriots. That's right. Best team of football. All right, I know we had 3 losses and by a total combined amount of 4 points. But hey, we're 5-3 in first place, so I ain't complaining none. It's all about the playoffs, baby. But Dr. Jones, cheers and beers to you, my man. Hope you have a wicked awesome day. Celebrate well and enjoy. And thank you for being a great mentor and leader, helping me become a better man as well. I will never forget that. Next on the list, here's another guy that's an absolutely positive, inspirational role model for many, many people. The Honorable Richard Hickingbottom. Hell of a last name, huh? Hey, he's a hell of a man, too. Now, see, I met him through my better half to be Love and Fair, otherwise known as the Love Goddess, in good old Fresno, California. That's right, California, the land of fruits and nuts, otherwise known as Western Nevada. Now, Richard, you're an amazing man and a great friend, and have been since I met you in 1999. And I've taught you about the art of good microbrews, along with a lot of those great friends of ours in Fresno. And today is your birthday, and I'm sure you're going to get spoiled well by your better half, and I'm giving her a shout out. The lovely Sarah Hickingbottom, a gorgeous young lady, a total sweetheart, a great mommy. You guys have an awesome family. What is it, like 5 kids now? Something like that. Hey, like they said in the Bible and in Bible camp, be fruitful and multiply. Richard, Sarah, I miss you guys big time. Richard, big cheers and beers to you. Sarah, spoil the man today. He deserves it. He'll spoil you the other 365 days of the year, since it is a leap year this year still, right? Damn right, Reverend Dr B. Cheers and beers to the both of you. Happy birthday, Richard. Hope you guys have a wicked awesome day. Celebrate well and enjoy. Final birthday for today. My good friend Amy Combra. Now, she lived 2 houses up from us, and I've known her since I was practically a fetus, okay? And known her forever. Amy, happy birthday, my dear. Hope you're doing well. I know you're going to party hard and enjoy on the great island that is Martha's Vineyard Island, the best island in the world, where we grew up proudly. And always, always, always a great lady. You and your sister Kelly. who I graduated with, honorably, Martha's Vineyard Regional High School class of 1991. The best ever, no doubt about it. Amy, a big cheers and beers to you. Hope you have a phenomenal day. Love playing the Facebook apps with you too. Come bringing in the old song pop. Goes for you, Amy, and goes for everybody else out there. Come face the nation of annihilation. I'm a music master. I know my music, especially the old school stuff. They don't make it like they used to. But Amy, party hard and enjoy. With that said, let's get to the additional shout-outs, shall we? A daily subscriber of my daily viewer of my show for quite a while, the lovely Melodie Hassel, who I met her through Facebook. We play the apps together. You know, we play the song pop. We play the. It started out with Farmville, I believe, either Farmville or Mafia Wars, and it's gone on to Words with Friends, Scramble with Friends, and Hanging with Friends. And Melodie, you're just a great friend. And I really hope to God to meet you someday, and I'm sure I will. The world is small, folks. Remember, you can get anywhere in the world in 24 hours or less. Think about it. It's true. Might be a little bit tougher for Antarctica, but it can be done. But Melodie, a big cheers and beers to you just for being awesome. And thank you so much for being a daily subscriber. Well, you probably subscribe to my show too. And to my Beer and Song of the Day Facebook page. Thank you for that. So celebrate well. Celebrate the day. If the day ends in a Y, it's a good day, folks. So every day is worth celebrating, and that's what I do. I enjoy life. Remember, if you enjoy life, you'll age well, most likely. Hey, I'm 39, feeling fine, and looking good to those that are blind. Hell yeah. How about a shout out? Oh, folks, especially those of us from Martha's Vineyard Island. And everybody needs to know about this one. Any Texas Hold'em fans out there? I'm sure there are. You're looking at one right here. Yeehaw, Texas Hold'em. That's right. A great poker game indeed. Well, see, I've got a buddy of mine, although I don't know him very well, because he was like real small when I moved away from Martha's Vineyard in early 1992 to do the job I've been doing for the past 20 years. Squeeze me. Well, see, we got Jesse, James, Sylvia. Now, I know the Sylvia family quite well, and they're all calm, cool, and collective. The Sylvias are just down to earth, very laid back, chilled, very, very, very nice folks. Now, see, Jesse is on the final table of the World Series of Poker. And I was watching it last night, a whole bunch of us island folks from Martha's Vineyard cheering him on, and tonight's the final. And last I checked, he's the chip lead, folks. How cool would it be to say, hey, I know that guy. And he won the World Series of Poker. I think he's going to do it. I really do. He doesn't even need the sunglasses. He just sits there, you know, nice and calm. Stone cold face, you know. He wins. He smiles. And, you know, he doesn't go over crazy like I would. I'd be like, ah! If I won, you know. I mean, if I won money, oh my God. But that's why he's a better Texas Hold'em player than I am. Because he just chilled. He's like, yeah, I won, you know. Cool. But Jesse, I hope you watch this show. I'm rooting for you. Any members of the Sylvia family and all of my friends on Martha's Vineyard Island, we are representing. Let's represent Jesse Sylvia as he wins the World Series of Poker for the year of our Lord 2012. I'll drink to that. How about a shout out to another daily viewer of mine? She's been viewing every day since I started this show January 17th in the year of our Lord 2012. My good friend Jilana Maynard, a total sweetheart, and her son William watches this show too. Awesome stuff. And he misses Delilah. Delilah, my daughter, she needs to get on this show, but she's in school right now. So it's kind of hard to do. And then on the weekend she gets lazy or plays with her friends. And I know William misses the drawing of the day. I'm going to try to get Delilah back on here. Next time Delilah's on here, I'll be sure that she gives you guys a shout out. Jilana, you're a total sweetheart. And a big cheers and beers to you. Thank you always for watching this here show. And please spread the word to all of our fellow Vineyard friends and anybody else you know. Because you know what? People helping people. That's what I'm all about. Remember, I was put on this this earth to help others. I truly believe that, and that's what I live by each and every day. How about a shout out to my own sister, the Honorable Crystal Baker? That's right. Yep, she's almost 10 years younger than me, and she's awesome. Wicked awesome. And she was putting up some videos yesterday. See, we got Superstorm Sandy. And my sister was going all over Martha's Vineyard Island, videotaping footage everywhere. That's what we did during Hurricane Bob back in 1991. You know, South Beach, West Chop, Edgarville, as we like to call it, Edgartown, you know, that's part, Katama's there. Oak Bluffs, or as the tourists call it, Oaks Bluff. We'd even go up to Gayhead. Hey, us Islanders call it Gayhead. I know it's Aquina, but we call it Gayhead. That's what it was. It was called Gayhead from 1870 until 1995, I believe it was. They went back to the old Wampanoag name of Aquina, the original name of the town prior to 1870. But anyway, Crystal, I love you. I miss you. Great video footage, by the way. Really brought back a lot of memories from Hurricane Bob 21 years ago. And I want to give you a shout out. I hope you enjoy this here show. And your stuff was awesome. With that said, let's give a special shout out to my friend Tim DeFelice. Now, he graduated with my brother, Martha's Vineyard Regional High School class of 1992. A very good class, but not as good as ours. But Tim, phenomenal man. We've been playing the song Papa religiously. And I've noticed something about you, Tim. Damn, dude, you've got a lot better at the old song Pop. You're giving me quite a challenge now. You're probably going to beat me eventually. You will. For the week. You're going to get me in a weekly series soon. I'm scared. Very scared. But Tim, much love to you, brother. And, see, Tim gets the special shout out because he answered the trivia question I put out there yesterday. Remember I mentioned how the ballpoint pen first sold in 1945 New York City yesterday? Well, today, ironically, on this day, October 30th, in the year of our Lord, 1888, John J. Loud patented the ballpoint pen. Now, the question I put out there was, why did it take 57 years to sell one? And Tim said the reason why was because they kept having issues with it. The ballpoint pen wasn't working properly, things like that. So a lot of mechanical flaws with that. It wasn't until 1945 that it finally sold. So Tim, thank you for researching that. I know you watch the show each and every day. A big cheers and beers to you, my friend. And hope you have a wicked awesome day. And hope you're staying safe from Sandy. You know, I shouldn't say it, but I'm going to say it. I'm not trying to poke fun at New Yorkers. Not at all. But I have a funny feeling this Superstorm Sandy is a Red Sox fan. I find it really weird, and I've never seen this, and I'm a weather nut. I get it from my father, and my sister's a weather nut too, and my daughter Delilah's a weather nut. It runs in the Baker family. But the storm went into New Jersey and New York like this, and it's going around the state of Massachusetts. It'll be a lot weaker when it goes through Vermont and New Hampshire and Maine. But why is it going around Massachusetts? That is weird. I've never seen a storm do that. Very odd. Now, granted, Massachusetts, we did take a bit of a wallop from that, but certainly not as bad as it could have been. Just ironic how the weather patterns work sometimes. But, Tim, party hard and enjoy, my man. Just party hard and enjoy the day. That's what I'm doing. And finally, a shout out to a lady that I've known since March of 1987. Because I started working at Woodland Variety grocery store. She was working at the donut shop next door. And she knows I had a little crush on her. Oh, I did. I did. And we finally hooked up 12 years later. And we dated for a short time while I was home visiting on vacation. And, we're just like, hey, we're still friends. It just didn't really pan out. But, and we're still lifelong friends and have been for 25 years. The awesome, gorgeous Alison Reynolds. I got nothing but love for you, girl. But I wanted to give you a shout out for two reasons. One, because you're freaking awesome. And two, because remember, I'll never forget this, 1999. I was we borrowed my brother's truck. We were dating that short time, and it was in between my marriage and right before I hooked up with Farrah, my love goddess. And remember Tropical Storm Floyd? It was Hurricane Floyd. Became a very strong tropical storm. Hit us with 65-mile-an-hour winds. Remember we went out to Katama and South Beach? And remember those Nimrods that were in that car? They were trying to drive out, see how far they can go with their car into the water without, and I think they got stuck. I don't remember if they did or not, but we were smart. We stayed at the road and walked out there. That shit was windy as hell. It was. Even at 65 miles an hour, it was brutal. But I can't believe those idiots that want to go as far as they could on the beach with their car and have the waves come in and out. That stuff was crazy. But it just shows that's how people get killed in hurricanes and stuff. For the most part. Because they do stupid shit. Let's see what we can do. Folks, if you're smart and safe, you can ride out a hurricane. Hurricane Bob hit us at 90-mile-an-hour winds with gusts of 111. We turned out perfectly fine. You know why? Because we were smart. You could safely watch it from a distance. And it was a lot of fun. We had a good time with Hurricane Bob. But Alison, a big cheers and beers to you just for the hell of it, because you're a totally wicked awesome friend and have been for over half our lives. So, you have a wicked awesome day and please stay safe. Because Sandy, she's on her way out the door. Wow, shoutouts lasted a long time. This is going to be a really long episode today. Oh well, good thing I brought reinforcements. I normally only drink one beer on the show. A beer a day keeps the doctor away, but I need to get tired. So I'm bringing out some holiday cheer. Spoetzl Brewery, Shiner Brewery, down in Texas, since 1909. Folks, this beer is quite incredible. This beer is an ale brewed with peaches and pecans and with other natural flavor and caramel color. So who knows what else is in it. But brewed in Shiner, Texas, a town of about 2,700 people. And Shiner holiday cheer. Let's bust this puppy open, shall we? Again, no pop. My man Justin Dimmitt always wants a pop for the beer. Guinness does provide the best pop out there, unquestionably. Guinness Drought. But doesn't have the best flavor. A beer brewed with peaches and pecans. Folks, I've never smelled a beer quite like this. Nor have I ever tasted a beer like this. But it's freaking amazing. It really is. It's a damn good beer. Hey, we got to get to the celebrity birthdays. On this day in 1945, the Fonz was born. Henry Winkler. Hey. And by the way, October 30th of 1945 fell on a Tuesday. And Justin Dimmitt, you look that up and verificate that. I guarantee you I'm right. October 30th of 1945 fell on a Tuesday. Look it up. On this day in 1735, sadly passed away July 4th, 1826, on America's 50th birthday, the late, great second president of the United States of America, John Adams. That's right, from Quincy, Massachusetts. On this day in 1989, the beautiful 2008 Olympic gold medalist all around, and she was 19 years old, or 18 when she won the gold medal. She's 23 today. Nastia Liukin. What kind of name is Nastia? That's mean. That's just downright mean. Who would name the kid Nastia? Not fun. She does not look nasty. She's actually very pretty. On this day in 1939, Jefferson Airplane Starship lead singer Grace Slick was born. She's 73, and she had a set of pipes on her that was awesome. Lead singer from like 1965 when Jefferson Airplane formed, all the way up into the early 90s when she retired. A great voice indeed. On this day in 1970, gorgeous actress Nia Long was born. October 30th in the year of our Lord 1970. I got a friend of mine that was born October 30th in 1970, I do believe. But anyway, she was on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and she was smoking that back then. Probably still looks good today. On this day in 1981, Donald Trump's daughter, Donald and Ivana Trump's daughter, Ivanka Trump, was born. And she's pretty. An heiress. The daughter of rich people. On this day in 1892, sadly passed away in 1972 at the age of 79, 80 years old. You ever heard of the term Charles Atlas body? A body like Atlas? Yes. The late, great Charles Atlas, considered the greatest muscle man, Mr. Universe, badass mofo of all time. With a body, you can get a body like Atlas. I remember seeing those advertisements, even after he was dead. Crazy. So if you haven't heard of Charles Atlas, you're probably not a gym fanatic. On this day in 1973, Adam Copeland was born. Well, who's he, Reverend Dr B? WWE now, formerly WWF, now WWE Wrestling. Famous wrestler Edge. You know, from Edge and Christian and The Brood with the Vampire Warrior, Gangrel. Yeah, Edge, Adam Copeland, better known as Edge. Phenomenal wrestler. And oh, by the way, a phenomenal autobiography he wrote a number of years back, and I've read it. I love those wrestling autobiographies. Yes, I'm a wrestling fan, folks. I'll admit it. All right. With that said, let's get to the random facts of the day. On this day in 1990, England and France completed the Channel. Huge milestone. 21 miles of tunnelage. On this day in 1952, 60 years ago today, Clarence Birdseye sold the very first frozen peas. Now, see, that was a milestone. Frozen vegetables. I'm sure you've heard of Birdseye carrots, freaking broccoli, corn, peas, all kinds of frozen vegetables. Clarence Birdseye was the man that made that happen. So, happy birthday, Mr. Birdseye. Rest in peace. On this day in 1896, Martha Hughes Cannon became the very first female senator in the United States of America from Utah. Ironically, Utah became a state in 1896. How about that? So their first state senator, it didn't specify if she was U.S. state senator, but they were the first state to have a female senator. Ironically, from a brand new state. Huge one. On this day in 1862, Dr. Richard Gatling patented the machine gun. And the rest is history. Oh yeah, that's why America's so badass. On this day in 1992, the MTA began installing automated fare collection turnstiles. Now, is that the Boston MTA, New York MTA? I don't know. Metropolitan Transit Authority. There you go. On this day in 1988, the New York Jets finally beat the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, mind you, the New York Jets have been around since 1960. It took that long to beat the Pittsburgh Steelers in a football game. Good! I like the Steelers. Can't stand the Jets. That's my rival, baby. The New York Jets. But I do love you, Rex Ryan. I want to hate the guy. I really do. But the guy is freaking hilarious. An absolute riot. Love the guy. Want to hate him, and I just can't do it. On this day in 1957, one of the greatest years ever, the Soviets launched Sputnik 2. A lot of songs about Sputnik. And now that happened to be, the spacecraft that carried Laika, the dog. The first animal in space. The first living thing to go into space. Sadly, the dog did not return, nor did the spacecraft. But in 1961, we, the United States of America, sent a chimpanzee into space. And there's a movie about that. It's called The Race to Space. And it was filmed. It had actors Annabeth Gish and James Woods. And they are phenomenal folks. And I am proud and honored to say that I am an extra in that movie. And you can see my ugly mug on camera. No problemo. So, if you want to know about it, hit me up. YouTube.com/RedBowSox. Facebook.com/RedBowSox. That's RedBosox. And I have the movie, and I'll be glad to show you my ugly mug on camera. I got paid $200 for that movie. Yes, I am a movie star. Pretty awesome gig, eh? Damn right, Reverend Dr B. Here's a cool one. On this day in 1954, the U.S. Armed Forces ended segregation of races. It's about freaking time. We are all equally worthless or equally awesome. Okay? Race doesn't matter. Sex doesn't matter. Well, sex matters, but in a different perspective. Folks, here's one y'all need to know about. Actually, I need to share this on Facebook later on. I will find the link and post it. This is something that every single person in the world should hear. The late, great Orson Welles, a literary badass. And you ever heard of War of the Worlds? Well, let me tell you something. Back on October 30th of 1938, War of the Worlds was broadcast over the radio. And it terrified the United States of America. Okay? It was so realistic sounding. People thought it was real by alien invasion. Folks, you have got to check that out. I'm serious. Got to check it out. And in 1971, they did a Buffalo, New York version on WKBW radio up in Buffalo. Phenomenal stuff, folks. And I have both versions. And I will find a link. Y'all need to experience the terror from 74 years ago, and you'll be like, damn, that sounds so realistic. It does, too. It really does. And Orson Welles was only 23 when he wrote that. War of the Worlds, probably the most unique and amazing thing to ever be broadcast over the radio airwaves. Because remember, back in those days, people listened to the radio. That's what we did. Hey, that was my former life. On this day in 1990, I'm sorry. On this day in 1900, I misread that. The first ever United States Auto Show opened in Madison Square Garden. Not the same Madison Square Garden as nowadays, but yep, first U.S. Auto Show. On this day in 1888, I already mentioned that one. On this day in 1894, Daniel Cooper patented the time clock. That's right, the punch clock. Remember that? Taking time. You know, you come into work, you punch the clock, and punch the clock to leave work. That's what we're talking about. On this day, 1931, W2XBS TV Channel 1, New York City, NBC station began broadcasting. They actually started in 1928. They changed the call letters in 1941. But, yeah, television in 1931. Very, very rare, but it did happen. On this day in 1873, a huge one, P.T. Barnum, Phineas T. Barnum, opened the circus, the greatest show on earth, and it debuted in New York City. New York City! And finally, on this day in 1868, John Menard of Louisiana, otherwise known as Eastern Mississippi or Southern Arkansas, became the very first African American elected to Congress. Awesome, awesome stuff. My friend Kevin Sherman, a cop that I worked with in jolly old England and a great man living in Algonquin, Illinois, a daily view of this here show. He provided the movie fact for today, and on this day on this year 2007, the movie Sweeney Todd, Demon Barber of Fleet Street came out. The main actor, Johnny Depp. But what we did not know is that the film was actually in development for over 25 years. Took them a quarter of a century to get it right. Holy smokes, I guess good things really do come to those who wait. But there you go. Hundreds of different actors were considered for the main role. And finally, Johnny Depp made it happen. Pretty good movie. So, there you go. Let's get to the movie of the day. Taking it to one of my favorites of all time, The Three Stooges. And this episode is from 1936. And Kevin Sherman, my friend, this one is definitely for you because the short subject movie is called Movie Maniacs. And basically, actors... that was yesterday. Whoops. Movie Maniacs was yesterday. How about this one? Half-shot shooters. When World War I ends, because World War II hadn't begun yet, not till December 7th, 1941, December 8th, 1941, but when World War I ends, the Stooges get revenge on the sergeant who treated them badly during their tour of duty. But civilian life isn't much better. And when they run from a man whose chicken dinner they've stolen, they land right back in the army, assigned to their old sergeant. Definitely quite a hilarious episode. Folks, you need to check it out. From 1936. Half-shot shooters. Awesome stuff. Let's get to the babe of the day and the song of the day. Folks, this song is an absolute rocker. This is a longer episode than normal, I know. Yesterday was 25 minutes. Looks like this one might go to 40. But 2 beers, yeah. I might have a slight buzz by the time I'm done with this, but I need to get to sleep anyway. And to do that, the best way to do that is a couple beers. I gotta wake up in another 6 hours. Folks, today's song of the day is Hey Lolly Lolly. It's an unissued alternate take 7 from 1954 by the most underrated musician ever, in my opinion. This guy was all about wicked awesome rhythm and blues. The late great Oscar McLawley and his Honey Jumpers, 1954. And today's babe of the day, as per request from my good friend Justin Dimmitt, the designer and owner of the Beer and Song of the Day Facebook page. Thank you so much, Justin, for hooking a brother up, man. Totally wicked awesome. Here we go. Hey Lolly Lolly. If you don't like this one, just cut your ears off because they're doing you no good no how. This is real West Coast rhythm and blues at its finest. If you don't like this one, man, shame on you. Wrong one. There we go. That's more like it. Yeah, we're talking. How about some Charlize Theron for that ass? She was born August 7th, 1975. And she is our babe of the day. I do apologize for the glare of the sun. Let me fix that. That's better. There we go. Oh, she shaved her head. Support breast cancer awareness. That's cool. 37. Hot diggity dog damn. Didn't I say those who enjoy life age well? So sweet and innocent looking. Reverend Dr B loves that. Yeah, I may be a legally ordained reverend and I have an honorary doctorate degree in divinity, so I am legally a reverend doctor. As much as Reverend Jesse Jackson, Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King. But see, people are saying, why are you showing beautiful women? You know why? Because I appreciate the good Lord's gift of art and natural beauty. And I have 20/15 eyesight. Awesome stuff. Like pretty much every good old school song, gotta have a good, you gotta have a good instrumental break. What a lovely smile, eh? She shaves her pits. Thank God for that. $37, and I'll tell you what, she's a gift from heaven. Wow. How's that for some real rhythm and blues, folks? Oscar McLawley and his Honey Jumpers. Born in 1924, passed away in 2008 at the age of 84. Sadly, almost nobody's ever heard of him, okay? And I'll tell you what. That's why I have the beer and song of the day. Because I bring out a lot of different beers that most of you have never heard of. And I bring out a lot of music that most of you have never heard of. And I'm all about spreading the love of great beer and great music. Giving shout outs to my good friends out there each and every day. birthday shout-outs, random facts of the day, because this is a learning experience. Like the late, great George Kylan said, we're here to entertain and inform, and that's exactly what Reverend Dr. B does each and every day. I am here for all of you. I support like a double D bra underwire. And we got to represent the love of the Red Sox, Patriots, Celtics, and Bruins, and New York Yankees, Los Angeles Lakers, Montreal Canadiens, and New York Jets. That's all I got to say. Folks, you know what time it is, right? Damn right, Reverend Dr. B. Folks, it's time to make like a fetus and head out, so everybody take care. Have a wicked awesome night and day. Peace be the journey. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Don't drink and drive. You might spill your drink or you might kill yourself or somebody else. And drinking and driving is dumber than being a Yankees fan. And what's dumber than that is rooting for douchebag cocksuckers like Eli. Oh, I'm as good as Tom Brady. Manning or men slapping women. Things like that are just plain stupid. And hey, I know the New York Giants are doing well, but you know what? That's all I gotta say. Squeeze me. And the Bears, as my man Beau Jones, I'm sure loves that. The Bears are still better. Squeeze me. Better. Empty as the brain cells of an average Yankee fan. Folks, I'm out of here. See y'all tomorrow. Have a wicked awesome night and day. Talk to you later. Tomorrow's going to be a special episode. The Halloween edition of the Beer and Song of the Day. I thought about dressing as a woman for the Halloween episode. That would revoke my manhood. Can't do it. But let me know if you want me to dress as a woman. And I'm going to ask that on Facebook later today. Should Reverend Dr. B dress as a woman for the Halloween episode of the Beer and Song of the Day? The more votes I get, the more I will consider it. If 100 people chime in on that, and there's a resounding majority that says yes, my wife already said that she has a beautiful sequin dress that she'll be glad to let me wear. I'm scared. Well, anyway, I'm out of here. See y'all tomorrow. Talk to you later. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye. Would you believe this sombrero was actually made in a communist country? Vietnam. Hot diggity dog damn. That's crazy. And yet we can't get Cuban cigars. What's up with that? Wrong.